Alright, here we go. Alright, this is a few tips of how I pass the
Don't be shy now.
It says
Sit
level
down.
11 right now. I'm going to drop it down to 5 because that's where they start to really show you what's going on in this game.
Come on, man. This place isn't open forever.
I'm in.
Now, the first thing is that you'll get the question mark.
Go easy on me.
But the thing is, you got to remember, one major trick I do, and I'm going to pause it real quick, is I repeatedly press the R2 and the L2 button. Like I'm playing like Street Fighter or something. I'm trying to do my super move, and you have to go boom, boom, boom. I don't try to, you know how you like go like that, and then try to do your move. You're like, you know, that's what this is about. Because I tell you this so many times, I try to actually do the thing, and it won't respond. And you start repeating it real fast. Right now, that's when you start. See how, and then it like moved off to the side, but I pressed it like 100 times, and it finally registered, even though I was outside. So that's one major trick that I do. Now, when you see this question mark, you don't know if it's L or R, so you press them.
Come on, drink up.
You know. So you go ba 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 ba.
Good man.
When you get the advanced, when it's question mark, it really is random. Like we're saying, like level 10 on and the guy at Pawnee. Here's another thing right here. I'll pause it. When you see this thing moving up and down, right? The actual circle is not the circle that you see. Right, because the actual the R will move up too at the same time, and the circle will move down, bop, 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 like this. So the circle is really kind of in the middle of all that. It's like a pretend circle. I'll try to put like a little circle in my video so you know what I'm talking about. But you don't get it. You don't get it in that circle. You get it in this pretend circle in your head. You know. See how I'm like, and it follows it up and down. It's going to move on you. That's just what's going to happen. They're trying to screw with your psyche. That's what they're trying to do. So this is another point. Like this is L, right? The L, it will start moving, but there's like this pretend circle that moves around that you have to follow. You don't see it, but you have to follow it. Like this, like. It's not that circle because it's going to move on its own. It's going right all the time. To the point of frustration. Let's just spit at the camera. Right here, on this one, I always focus on one and try to keep the other one steady. I play, like, guitar. So, I act like it is a guitar, so I don't have to actually look at my hands when I'm playing guitar. But I act like I never look at my right hand when I'm picking, right? So I kind of focus on the left as if it was my fretting hand. That's the way I treat it. And then when they get around about where they're about to trigger, I start hitting the button real fast.
Come on, let's do it.
Keep that. Boom. Slam it down, slam it down. I mean, it might even help to pause it to realize what you're doing. I mean, I just went straight through. This guy's about to hit. Same thing with this one. Except they're going to try to, you know, mess with your head and act like it's. Some people get messes them up, but you have to just focus on the left and then boom, slam it down. That's just the way it is. Oh, there's some actual stuff going on.
That's good.
Bam! And we winners, baby! 'Cause we win!
Somebody make sure he gets a cab.
Now I'm gonna go to Pawnee. And I'm gonna show you that, guys. that guy's deal. I'm gonna stop you here though. Alright, here we go again. We're in Pawnee right now, right? And I'm gonna show you this guy. There's just a few, you know, basics that I want to show you with this guy, and it gets to level 10. To me, he's the most advanced because what happens on odd numbers, right? He will play the game where you have to press the X and the square and all that. The guy at the wards that you know. And then on the even numbers, he'll play the knobs like that. But he gets really advanced with it. So I'm not gonna go to stream levels. I'm gonna show you at level 10.
This is where it all begins. Not in the White House. Right here.
So now this one, remember what I told you before. It's one, they're trying to throw you for a loop. There's a question mark and it's moving around, so you don't know which one it is, and it's really random. So I mean, what you could do is figure out what it is. It looks like it's R, and then press start and then get your bearing straight. You know what I'm saying? And then follow the thing. But remember, you have to freaking hit it like 100 times. So right now it's R, so I have to go up here and then get my bearing straight. And boom, boom, boom.
Excited? I'm excited.
I mean, you can press start in the middle of it. It's not gonna hurt you. And that's a good tip right there, so you can realize what you're gonna do. So right there, now you're like, okay, I got an R and L, and now you can think about it. So that's what we're gonna do. Now remember, I told you, because I play guitar, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna focus on the L, and the R is gonna stay stagnant because that's just the way my brain works. I don't know how yours does, but that's my tip. So I'm gonna throw them up here like this. Slam it down. It's like playing shot for shot with Marlon. Or a ba ba ba. Alright. Now this one is kind of funky. Because they're two question marks. And what they're doing is they're trying to screw you up so you don't know what your R or your L is. I usually try to, like, you know, go whoop whoop. And I separate them to figure it out here. So I got them situated, right? I know my R is over here and my L is over here. So now I'm going to bring them together in this circle. I mean, now I have time to know that. So I'm going to bring them together. I'm not gonna
What's your OS, man?
Boom! And slam it down.
Nice.
Just like that. Now this is my favorite. Once you see orange, I shit you not. Once you see it, and I'm gonna take unplug my controller. Once you see orange, you actually, this is what I had to do. I shit you not. You had to turn your controller upside down, and then use your pinky or whatever finger you feel comfortable with to actually hit the L and R2 buttons. It's because they actually flip the entire control upside down. They do. Left is right, up is down, and it's like that. R is L, L is R. So I did, when I seen orange, I would have to turn it upside down anytime you seen the orange ones. So I'm gonna turn it right side up, but then automatically turn it upside down. And you see how I'm gonna control it like that? Boom.
You ever just sat down?
Now, I know the next one is the same thing. You have to keep it upside down. Right?
And listen to what people talk about?
And you have to actually move it around. It's going to move around on you. Like that, see? So you have to do the rules. You see how I had that pretend circle that you don't see? You have to keep it in upside down controller. Nutty, huh? And that's this guy level 10. And that's more, you know, the rest of it is just them trying to screw with you. All those basics, and then they're just trying to throw you for a loop. That's what it basically is. Believe it or not. So they're gonna try to, like, see, you have to get it with the movement at the same time.
Social network.
See?
Whoop. Slam it down. So now they're just gonna keep on doing it over and over and over again.
Forget it.
That's just what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep on trying to screw with you at a constant rate with all those, like, basics, and then throwing you for a loop. Now I'm gonna go to the wards and show you the deal with the buttons. Alright, here we go. Man, get in here. I think this is called, like, the unicorn, yeah, right there. The unicorn and dragon.
There must be somebody here who wants to drink with me.
I'll drink with you, buddy. Alright. Now, his basic thing is at 5. I'm going to drop it down to 5. So I can show you
Let's do this.
the deal.
Okay. We got ourselves a game.
Now, one thing you have to remember on this. You got to be like water, my friend. You got to go with the flow. Like Bruce Lee, you know? Like water. Now the thing is, once you see that chain link, this chain link, remember that it actually, like, resets the time. So you can let this time sit over here.
Yeah, you're sticking with me, right?
All the way down. And then when I press the right one, see, it resets the time. I'm awake again. So you have to press those and then do these over here. And then come down here, because it's going to reset the time. Boom. That's like a strategic way to do it. Anything that resets the time, you leave alone, and then you do it. You know? Like, because you can always go back to it, and then it will reset the time itself, so you wake back up. That's how I usually do it. Now here's a good example of being like water. This thing is going to resist you no matter what you do. So you're just going to have to go over here and then follow it. Like up and down like that. Even if you have to go back. You just got to go with the flow.
Right.
Yeah.
First couple don't really hit you.
Because it's going to go up and down, so you just follow it up and down.
The next couple do.
Don't want to... Nah, this is one of my favorites. Like that. They try to fool you with the little question marks on the side. You're like, oh, there's question marks. So I do what I can see first, because I have to go with the flow. So notice my circle's up here, so I have to go over here and then go up like that, and then bring it back up, because they want you to fight it like that.
It's getting to
So
you, right?
you're just gonna go with the flow, and you got a certain amount of time to get the question marks right. But you have to remember that circle, you have to be like water. You can't, like, if it wants to go one way and you fight it, then it's gonna waste even more time. Like that. And these are the ones with the arrows like that. It means it's gonna switch. There's always a pattern. There's always, like, this one's gonna be circle and triangle.
Come
Circle,
on.
triangle, circle, triangle.
Keep
So if it's circle,
going.
I'm gonna start pressing triangle now. Like that. This is a link, so I have time to say something right here. You know? And X, and then go on with the flow, and then O, and then it's gonna switch like that. I'm gonna press X because I knew it was gonna be triangle or X, triangle X, triangle X. There's always some type of
You're
pattern.
looking a little green around the gills.
Once you get that pattern down, because sometimes, you know, you're gonna fail, you know, then you have nothing to worry about. See, there's a bunch of them here. So you have to go with the flow, like that, X, X,
Drink.
O, triangle, and then O. I'm just gonna press O. I went with the flow like that because that's the way my circle was going. I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go this way. It basically chooses what you're gonna do, unfortunately. Now when they're moving like this, they're gonna go up like that, like that. I usually try to get the moving ones on one side first and then go with the flow and then push it that way. That's usually how I try to do it, because if you fight it, it's not gonna work to your benefit, you know. So you have to just follow that circle, because if you're going like so here they all come in, and they're linked though, so I can save some time like that. I can do that and then do that. Whoa, whoa.
You are so wasted right now.
Oh, I almost lost that one. See how they just throw everything at me, like everything that they just taught me. And now from here on out, that's what they're gonna do. Just, you know,
Poor guy.
keep on coming at you. But you're gonna be winners, baby, because we win. And that is that, brother and sisters, lords and ladies.